For full episodes of the Diverse Mentality podcast, check the links in the description below. The full video version is available on the main channel, and the audio version is available on your favorite streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. One thing that wasn't dope, though, was Fetty Wap was scheduled to perform at Rolling Loud, and I'm assuming 50 probably brought him out because 50 had been working with Fetty Wap a lot with his own cognac, Branson Cognac. He was having Fetty Wap promoted, go to clubs, so on and so forth. And Fetty Wap was scheduled to perform at Rolling Loud. They ended up locking him up, arresting him, there. So why? What's the reason why? Let's go over the article, and it's pretty crazy, man. He really is a trap king instead of a trap queen. He's whipping up the bando, so let's go. Fetty Wap and others are accused of distributing more than 100 kilograms of cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, and crack cocaine across Long Island and New Jersey, according to legal documents obtained by TMZ. During the investigation, the FBI obtained $1.5 million in cash, 16 kilograms of cocaine, 2 kilograms of heroin, fentanyl pills, pistols, handguns, and a rifle. If found guilty, Fetty Wap and the other defendants could face life in prison. Prior to Fetty's arraignment on Friday morning, October 29th, his attorney, Navarro Gray, told TMZ, "We pray this is all a big misunderstanding. He sees the judge today, hoping he gets released so we can clear things up expeditiously." The story has been updated, and it says Fetty was arrested on federal drug charges in New York on Thursday afternoon, according to NBC New York. Law enforcement say the 30-year-old rapper, whose name is William Jr. Maxwell, was arrested by FBI agents at Citi Field in Queens, New York, which played host to day one of Rolling Loud New York on Thursday night. Fetty was scheduled to perform at the festival, which also boasted sets from the likes of 50 Cent, Lil Uzi Vert, and A$AP Rocky, but was detained before he was able to hit the stage. Further details surrounding Fetty Wap's federal drug charges have yet to be revealed, as the indictment against him is still sealed. The Paterson, New York, Jersey native is expected to be arraigned at a federal court in Illisp in Suffolk County, New York. I butchered that whole area. Apologize to them. On Friday morning, October 29th. Fetty Wap's arrest just comes 1 week after the release of his new album, The Butterfly Effect. The 17-track solo effort signaled to be the beginning of the resurgence for the diamond-selling rapper who rose to fame with hits such as Trap Queen, 6ix9ine, My Way, blah, 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 blah. First off, I forgot Trap Queen was a diamond single. That is crazy. That record still hits to this day. The only reason I don't listen to it is because it reminds me of a certain girl at the time, and that's why I don't listen to it anymore, because it's really depressing. But I like the record overall. Don't you hate when music does that? Like a certain song you play just reminds you of a certain person, and you're like, fuck, I'm getting back into, I don't have feelings for that person anymore, but it's like, it's weird, to kind of listen to it. It kind of reminds you of that moment. But this is crazy. They're definitely making an example of Fetty Wap to arrest him at Rolling Loud, basically to like show everybody that, hey, just because you're a rapper doesn't mean you can break the law. And to do it there is kind of embarrassing. He just had to bury his daughter that passed away, which is sad. Yeah, man. Hopefully he didn't do this. Hopefully it's just a misunderstanding, because I don't know what the motive for this would be. Why would Fetty Wap start to sell drugs? Is it because he wanted to keep up with appearances? Maybe he wanted, he's running out of money and just like, hey, I don't want to look like I fell off, so let me start, doing something to where I can get more money. But it's like, you're Fetty Wap, man. You can come up with ways to make money. And honestly, and this is easy to say for me, but let's just say I become really famous, right? I have 600,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is cool, but it's not like a Logan Paul type of fame, right? Let's just say the channel, blows up, continues to blow up, podcast blows up, and I start to become famous, and I end up losing it all, right? I personally, I don't have an ego to the point where, I wouldn't mind starting all over. Like, I wouldn't mind having to go work a job where I barely get paid anything and starting all over. There's nothing embarrassing about that. We all have ups and downs. So I feel like if Fetty Wap did this, because allegedly there's no documents 100% proving it. If he did this, it could have been to try to keep up with appearances. And, when you get stuck with trying to keep up with the Joneses, it can bite you in the ass. For a lot of people go bankrupt. A lot of people get into debt a lot because they try to keep up with appearances, keep up with their friends, keep up with people around them, the business associates. And yeah, man, just live within your means, even if you're a one-hit wonder, big-time artist, which Fetty Wap wasn't. He had like 3 records, My Way, 6ix9ine, Trap Queen. He wasn't a one-hit wonder. But Even if you're an artist that slowly started to fall off, there's no shame in that, man. No career lasts forever. I really can't think of a career that somebody has done their whole life that has succeeded and that's gone well 24/7. That doesn't really happen. Usually people reinvent themselves. They get into something new. We see rappers, legendary rappers, do it all the time. Basketball players, LeBron's just coming to my mind because I know once he leaves, he gets retired, he's done. He's gonna invest, own basketball teams. He's gonna do all kinds of different things. Rest in peace to Kobe. He did basketball, then he started getting into writing books, and he won an Oscar, I believe, for it. And you got to reinvent yourself. And if it wasn't in the cards for Fetty Wap to have more success in music, reinvent yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Look at Chamillionaire, man. Salute to Chamillionaire, man. That guy, the investing he's doing, the stuff that he's involved in, he's well aware of what's going on. He's well off, better than he was when he was a rapper. So it's not the end all, man. Just because your famous career kind of fell off or just isn't in the spotlight as much anymore, you don't have to resort to doing things to keep up with it, man. Build it gradually, invest in this, invest in that, do research. And it's easier said than done, I know, but it's definitely better than facing life in prison. I would never go this route if I started to fall off YouTube, if I started to fall off these different routes. I would find a way. You usually find a way. If you do your research, you figure it out, So prayers up for Fetty Wap, man. He's going through a lot. I haven't checked out the Butterfly Effect album, but I definitely am going to go check it out soon here.